Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are back at Expo Foundation Expo 88 YouTube channel, and again this morning we're going to be doing an interview with Jon Barlow Hudson. And Jon, you've got a beautiful little example of the creative process of how you started with the original piece, which you're going to hold up in a second, for Morning Star, which is quite an amazing little model. Great stuff, incredible. So that's how Morning Star started, in miniature. Can you hear me, Jon?
Yes, what was that?
Oh, so that's how Morning Star started, in miniature.
Miniature, yes.
Yeah. And you've got an actual physical stainless steel piece there, I think, as well, haven't you?
Yeah. This is the actual module that constitutes Morning Star. It is it's kind of like a mathematical plane at infinity, coincidentally. It's a little hard for you to see probably because
No. It's coming up really quite well, actually.
Reflects all the surfaces, so it's a little hard to read.
And I think when you started with Morning Star, you were originally conceptualizing it just to do it in plain stainless steel, but then you sort of changed your mind and decided to do it in polished stainless steel. Could you just give us a bit of a background behind the logic for that?
Well, in a matte, a flat material like this cardboard or sanded stainless steel, the surface is simply that, a surface. It's very flat and dense and solid. And I realized that the complexity of the shape of the piece made me think of a diamond. And so by doing the sculpture with entirely mirror polished stainless steel, both sides of the material, it creates a vast interior, and it reflects all the different lights and textures and patterns around the sculpture. So it creates a very complex, colorful, multifaceted work. It's like a three-dimensional diamond in a sense. And a diamond, look into it, it's just interior. But here you can stick your head into it and see all the facets.
Yeah, what I love about it when John McGregor did the 360 of it is that you can see through it on certain angles, so that you can see very plainly the landscape behind it, and then as you continue to walk around, you then get mirrored landscaping, and it's quite fascinating how it goes from crystal clear to almost perfectly clear to crystal clear to, and it's really a fascinating little piece that he did when he did the 360 of it. The other issue is in relation, I've just realized that it's actually, see, it's standing on its narrow end. And I know that we've spoken a little bit about its transportational issues to get it onto site. The final bit that you made at Expo, do you remember whether it was the narrow end or whether it was just another part of it?
I think I shipped it like this.
Yep.
With the big flat surface on the bottom.
Yep.
In order for it to in order for it to be under the 12-foot maximum height, because on a truck it has to get under bridges, and 12 feet is the maximum. So actually, you can see here this triskelion shape.
Yep. Yep.
This is where we have the three sections added in to the large flat surface.
Okay.
Which you see on the big sculpture there, and this one is actually the base.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. That is the base. Yep. Exactly.
So that's why it looks like on the small part, because it's on one of these 4 sections. Because it's essentially tetrahedral, all in all. So this shape is on this surface, and this surface, and this surface.
Yep.
So there's 3 more of them.
Okay.
So it's, again, it's a little complex.
I know, but it's a beautiful piece of artwork.
Is what I build first. That's the very first part of it. And then you add on the yellow part, that's the second stage, and then this part is the third, final stage. And it's these that were added on at Expo in order to keep it small enough to ship.
Yeah. So, no, it's amazing you kept it all these years. But still, it's great. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, well. All right. Well, with that, we may just end this YouTube. I will just point out to people that I've actually edited on a series of great photos that Jon has given me of it arriving on site, of being made in the factory in America, working on site, the polishing, the late night work. You and I have spoken about working to 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning to meet the deadline. And then there's a nice little photo, I think, that you took of it as it was just moved into the City Botanical Gardens, and I've put that picture there simply because I put that picture there simply because the trees hadn't grown to the extent. They obviously must be fertilizing them well and truly in the gardens, because it's certainly now in the midst of a tropical jungle. All right. Stay tuned, people, and we shall be back in a minute to talk about the wonderful piece that's sitting behind Jon's shoulder there. Thank you.
As he raises his hand, you begin to understand.